Well, Koulibaly to Chelsea. Nobody saw this coming. Where the hell did this come from? It was just out of fucking nowhere, like Randy Orton made. RKO out of nowhere. What's going on, guys? Tommy back here from Talking Sports Wearing Shorts in another football video. And today there's some breaking news, some big transfer news. Koulibaly from Napoli, the centre-back from Napoli. If you do not know who he is, you're living under a rock. One of the best centre-backs in the world. He's always been linked with moves to Manchester United, to Chelsea, to Liverpool, to whoever. He's been linked with all the big clubs in the last couple of years, but he's never really made that move. It looks like now signing for Chelsea. So this is massive. We know that Chelsea have needed a centre-back. They've let Rudiger and Christensen go, and they pulled the trigger, it looks like, on Koulibaly, and that's not a bad fucking signing. So anyway, as always, before we really digest and jump into this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you are new, hit the notification bell to keep up with all the latest, all the updates when the videos come out. So make sure you're doing that, and let's fucking jump into it. So Koulibaly from Napoli, eh? Chelsea have not mucked around. They've got Sterling. Now they're getting Koulibaly. And now I've even seen that there's links after they get the deal for Koulibaly done. They're going to go for Kimpembe from PSG. So they're making moves. They needed to replace the two centre-backs they lost. So they lost Rudiger and Christensen, obviously both to La Liga. One went to Madrid, one went to Barcelona. But that's kind of another funny story because technically Barcelona haven't technically signed them because they can't afford them. So that's kind of hilarious, but that's Barcelona's problem. But back to Koulibaly. He's 31 years old. He's still got a lot left in the tank. If you look at someone like Thiago Silva, who's bloody like 37, 38, just keeps aging like that fine wine. He doesn't look like he's dropping off. So age is not really an issue in the centre-back position. If you still got your positional awareness and if you're still an absolute elite defender, you can read the game. It doesn't seem to affect you. So I think he's going to fit in really nicely with Thiago Silva. If they get Kimpembe as well, they can rotate those three. We obviously know that they play with the wing-backs. So the likes of James and Chilwell and Marcus Alonso, who, again, is linked to go. But those two will float around, and the likes of Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, and probably the young Trevor Chalobah is going to rotate through their centre-back spot. But it's a big, massive signing because of the terms of he's been linked with massive clubs for years, and I would have thought that maybe Man United would have pushed for it. I know that they're not strapped for cash or anything like that. They can definitely afford him. But it was a signing that Man United probably needed to make, and I don't know if it was a signing that Chelsea needed to make. There's no real reports on how much the figure is yet, so that's interesting because all the links prior to Koulibaly now effectively joining Chelsea was about Nathan Ake from Manchester City. He was getting the links to joining Chelsea. That looked like the centre-back that they were going for. So it's kind of just come up from nowhere. Even the Kimpembe rumours have come up from nowhere. But if this goes through, which it looks like it's going to, this is massive for Chelsea. He's a big-time player, big-time signing, and he immediately makes that defence better. So Chelsea's problems last year weren't at the back. They're a pretty good defensive team, but they've lost, obviously, two of their best centre-backs, so they need to go out and replace them, and what a player to do that. They've been linked with everybody this year, Chelsea. They've been linked with De Ligt. They've been linked with Ake, like we just said. Now they're linked with Kimpembe. So how much truth is in all of them? Who fucking knows? You take everything with a pinch of salt. But it looks like now Koulibaly from Napoli, big-time player. I think this is a massive, massive signing. Obviously, goes in front of Mendy. They're both Senegalese, so that's a really good link-up that they have there. And maybe that will develop some sort of connection. So that's a really, really good signing for Chelsea. So after they get the Sterling business done, they get Koulibaly done, and it looks like they're not done yet. If Chelsea can pull off Kimpembe or they pull off another major signing, which it looks like they might, they're being linked with players all over. If they added Ronaldo, if Chelsea, I'm going to say this right now, if Chelsea got Sterling, they got Ronaldo, they got Koulibaly in one window, with Tuchel's tactical ability, and you've got to give him credit, he's a great manager and he's a great tactician, you'd have to say, look out on Chelsea, because they would solve their striker problem with scoring goals in Ronaldo if they got him. They'd shore up the back, and then they've got Sterling on the wing who's, look, he didn't have a great prolific season last year, but we know he's a great player, and he's going to complement that team well. So Chelsea doing the business right now. And look out. That's what I have to say. Look out for the fucking Blues. Anyway, guys, that about wraps it up. Just want to touch on the Koulibaly transfer, massive transfer. Chelsea getting it done. You know, I'm a massive admirer of him. I would have loved if Liverpool got him next to Van Dijk. But, you know, we've got a younger version. I believe in Kanate. So I'm just going to say that. But anyway, as usual, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you are new. Links to all our socials down and below, as always. Make sure you're following out the podcast. And as usual, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.